last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Here's Jordan. Hands the shot from the wing. Jordan's got 25 points.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Into Johnson. Stolen by Pippen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Chicago making some changes. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Livingston comes in for Grant. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Michael Jordan. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Sally. Thomas goes in. It's sent back by Pippen. And here comes the break. Here's Armstrong. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Thomas with the ball. 14 points for him. Sally with a screen on Armstrong. Thomas kicks to Johnson. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Chicago called for the foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets. Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
And Pippen gets it to go.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
For Detroit, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
James Edwards at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one. The Bulls leading by 10. Paxson passes to Pippen. 1:16 left in the third. Good! Pippen's got 9.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
And it's Johnson penetrating. The microwave. Vinnie Johnson still cooking.
Yeah, beautiful drive there, going right around the bigger man.
Armstrong with it. It's Pippen on the wing. The baseline jam. Again, the miss by Pippen.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Chicago called for the foul. The Pistons have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. For the Pistons, Bill Lambert's checked in for Edwards. And Aguirre subbed in for Sally. Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Pippen. He's got 9. Here's Armstrong. Shot is blocked. Aguirre. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
And it's Pippen again missing. Pistons trail by 6. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Isaiah Thomas puts the pass right on the money.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Here's Pippen. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Pippen's got 9 points in the quarter. And here is Thomas. He's got 14. Lets a floater go, and that one's good.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
Armstrong. He nailed the buzzer beater.
Right between the eyes as how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure at its absolute highest.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of them.
The Bulls leading by 7. They've got Dumars. Aguirre is out there with Mahorn. Then it's Thomas. And it's Lambier. In at the 5 down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And that one's good by Pippen.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Aguirre. And there's another one for the Pistons.
And they pulled up from mid-range more often than not. They buried.
You know, that's not always the number one option, but if the defense gives that to you, it's going to take it.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
First team foul.
Thomas goes in. Pippen knocks it loose.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
No good with the triple. Pistons trail by 10. Here's Dumars. And that one's good.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Paxson, he's checked in for B.J. Armstrong. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
And it's Detroit's ball. It's a 10-point game. Thomas up top. Guarded by Paxson. That's good.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Now here's Jordan. Cartwright with a screen on Dumars. Here's Paxson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 8th assist in the game.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Outside Dumars. Down low. Mahorn kicks to Dumars. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. Tries again. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Grant. A moment to check in with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the 4th. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. So it's the Pistons now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Slammed dunk by Jordan.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Now, here's Thomas. And stolen by Jordan. Right side, Jordan. Pass to Paxson. The tray. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lambeer with a screen on Paxson. Pass to Aguirre. Back to Thomas. Will it go? Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Thomas. He's got 16 points and 8 dimes. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
Yeah, he's doing all those little things that are so important.
The Bulls leading by 17. Pippen kicks to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Back to Pippen. It's Jordan on the wing. Shot from 16. Connects. The jumper drops. Jordan's got 35 in the game.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and he sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
At the line for your Pistons, Isaiah Thomas. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Pistons making a change here. Rodman's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
Now, here's Thomas, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Fast break, here comes Chicago. The finish, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Chicago.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Dawkins checked in for Lambeer. Sally comes in for Aguirre. Johnson, he's checked in for Joe Dumars. And Smith subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Hodges. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trailed by 20. Smith the pass to Dawkins. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Here's Chicago. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Armstrong passes to Purdue. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Good.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Now here is Smith. Sally with a screen on Hodges. Rodman dishes to Smith. From the top of the key. That's good.
James Smith.
And here are the Bulls now. Passes it to Purdue. He kicks it to Armstrong. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Sometimes you just got to make an easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself.
Bucket's good.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Michael Jordan.